Knicks. Graduation to the strip. Y'all want to know why it don't stop? Why it don't flop? Let me tell y'all people, when I was born, I was sworn I was never going to be shit. I had to do the opposite. I had to get my ride on. You know, I had to get these chips. All right, y'all. Coming to y'all today to talk to y'all about So I want to talk to y'all today about, it's not about money, it's about greatness. Money's motivation, yeah, but so is greatness. Greatness is more motivation. Put in another 22-hour day, basically. Something like that. Yeah, about 22, right? By choice, of course. I don't want people to think, you know, that I'm just doing this because I have no choice. But that's the greatness of it. I'm doing this shit by choice. I'm doing this shit by choice, you know what I'm saying? Shit. Let me get this out real quick. You know what I mean? Try something new. Lemon and gender. Lemon and gender. Damn. Then we got ultimate shake and cinnamon, right? Then we got our vitamin, right? So pay attention. For all y'all workout heads. Lemon and gender, this is new. We're gonna try this, right? Because I heard gender is good, right? Vitamin, right? That's a multivitamin. They got female and male. And honestly, it seems like the cheaper ones, the Walmart ones, work better than the so-called name brand. I don't know why. I've tried them all. So these work better. I don't know. It just feels better when I take these. Then we got the protein shake and the cinnamon. Then we got this. All right. Now back to what I was saying about this greatness shit, man. A lot of people let their foot off the gas once they start getting ahead, and you can't do that. A lot of sacrifices have to be made. When it comes to greatness, like, it's in all areas. As a woman or man, we want to do this in all areas, not just financially. You want to do it in all areas. That's why when I wake up, I try to, you know, maybe some days I don't feel like it, but some days when I do, I try to learn more about marriage, how women think, how men think, you know, where do black people come from, because I'm a black man. I try to learn more about that. You know, what is set up against people, you know, in general. The traps that the system set, all these things. Because why? Why do I look up all these things and try to learn all these things? Don't tell me I lost my fucking. Why do I take time to learn all these things and try to learn and ask, most importantly, ask God to guide me to the right things? Because a lot of people will say, well, YouTube ain't a good source or whatever. You're right, it might not be. But guess what? If I ask God to guide me to the right information, you can't say that it's not found on YouTube. You can't say that the big old lying government news is all legit, but YouTube is somehow wrong. You gotta remember, God is going to expose the elite. So why would it not be found in regular people? The elite's not going to tell you that. Come on, man, think. It's not hard. Think. You think the elite's going to expose the elite? No. How is God going to expose the elite? How is that man of sin going to be revealed? Right? Who's going to reveal him? God has to use somebody. Don't God use people? Right? Okay then. So stop saying that YouTube ain't a good source. the problem is you got to learn how to decipher what's good and bad, and that's why you got to continuously do research. And that's the same thing with anything in life. It's not just YouTube, man. Or it's not just learning about history or something. It's anything in life. Everything has to be deciphered, because a lot of shit we have learned in life is wrong or it could be off, right? For instance, a motherfucker might think money makes them happy, right? Something like that. Then they get money and they find out they're not happy. But what if they was trying to find happiness in things that make them happy, you know, like going to the park with their kids and shit like that, and then they get money on top of that? Now they super happy, huh? See what I'm saying? Broke don't make you happy either, right? So yeah, you want to get the money, but you want to be happy in all areas. Like, I'm happy that I found this little shit right here. I'm happy. I'm ready to try this gender. I wonder what it's like. You know what I mean? Little shit, man. Say I got a girlfriend. She went to the store. She cooked me something. Little shit like that makes me happy. You know what I'm saying? Just saying. But anyway, I don't want to get off topic, man. Don't get complacent, y'all. You know, I could have been easily packed this shit a fucking long time ago. The first 100,000, I could have packed this shit in. And I'm not trying to boast or nothing. I'm just saying I could have packed that shit in. Right? I could have just, man, I'm good. You know what I mean? I'm just going to chill. So you might ask yourself, well, if a person has a lot of money, why don't they just pack that shit in, right? Why don't they just chill now and just all play and all this? Well, for some people, it's not about the money. It's not about the money. Like Tom Brady, you think he's playing for the money? Or all those other greats? You think they're playing for the money? Or you think they're doing it because they want to, they love what they're doing. They want to become great. They want to improve every day, self-improve. It's never enough. You know what I mean? It doesn't make them greedy either. It just means they're serious about their self-improvement. They take their craft serious. And so should you. I see a lot of men, they get girlfriends or they get up a little bit, maybe get them a nice car or something like that. And then they get messy with their craft or their work or their career and all that. You know what I mean? Because they only done it. They was only trying to self-improve for the women. Some women even do this. She'll get in shape. You know what I mean? She'll do all these things. Right? But then when she gets a boyfriend, she'll start gaining weight and everything again. You know what I mean? She self-improved to get a boyfriend or whatever, not for herself. And that's the danger of this. You know what I'm saying? When you do it for yourself, you never want to stop. Do I want to eat healthy all the time? Or should I say this? Do I want a fucking bunch of hamburgers and wings and all that? Absolutely. But guess what? Sacrifices have to be made if you want the body you want. You know, especially if you're older. Now, if you're younger, you get away with it. But I wouldn't recommend it. Right? I wouldn't recommend it. But sacrifices have to be made. You know what I mean? If you want the body you want, you got to sacrifice. You ain't got to always eat healthy. You can eat little hamburgers in there, ice cream here and there. But it's going to have to be a sacrifice. Like, you're not going to be able to do it all the time. Which brings me to another point. You could party here and there. You can have fun here and there. But you can't do it all the time. You see the moral of this greatness thing? It always goes back to being caught up in becoming great more than having fun and playing and all this other shit, basically. Did I want to work 22 hours yesterday? Not really. But once the opportunity was presented to myself, you see what I'm saying? I didn't want to do it. But once the opportunity was presented to myself, I thought to myself, what are you going to do? But go home, maybe play PlayStation, maybe, you know what I mean? Or I was going to go to the gym, which I'm about to go now because I didn't go yesterday. Last time I did go to the gym after working 2 times, but not this time. Like, I didn't want to, but. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it, man. Let's do this. Because it's about becoming the greatest version you possibly can possibly be. You know what I mean? Again, some people get girlfriends and they become complacent. To me, once you get a woman, you gotta go harder, because now you gotta take care of 2 people, possibly 3, 4, or 5. It's not time to get complacent because you got a little girlfriend. It's just not. It depends on what your priorities are. If your priorities is women and having fun and money, not seeking success in earning money, but your priorities is money. Once you attain those things, you're gonna stall out, because your priority was not greatness. See, greatness overshadows money, women, all those things. To me, greatness is not necessarily success, but trying to become what God wants us to be. Whatever that is. Pray and ask. Help God help you become whatever that is. To me, that's the greatest thing at the end of the day. And all these other things, the money, the weights and all that, that's just the little bonuses to it. And you happy when you do these things, because you could have a nice ass body and not be happy on the inside, because you're not chasing that greatness that you're supposed to be. I'm telling you. Are you going to be happy 24/7? No. Are you going to feel like doing this shit 24/7? No. No. You're not. You're not going to feel like becoming great every day, but you need to. You got to pull it out of you, man. Or eventually you will give up and just fall off. Like, fuck it. Shit. You got to pull that shit up out of you, man. When you start winning or getting ahead, that's when you go harder. You don't let off the gas. You go even harder. Now, some might say, well, since you got a girlfriend, won't you want to spend time with her? That's what they're going to say, or boyfriend. Since you got a girlfriend or boyfriend, don't you want to spend time with them now? Right? This is true. But guess what? Even when it comes to this relationship shit, it's not about the relationship. It's about the greatness of it, which is till death do us part, right? That's the mountaintop thing. You could say marriage is the mountaintop. No, it's not. It's lasting through everything until one of y'all die. God forbid, but we all know. We all know we gotta leave at some point. But that's the greatness of the relationship, lasting through the marriage, not getting married, right? So, with that being said, okay, say you got a new girlfriend or boyfriend. Remember, a lot of people fail at relationships because they immediately throw it all in at one time. They try to cram everything all in at once, basically rushing. Not necessarily rushing to say how much they like each other or, spend time with each other and shit like that. But rushing as far as like trying to move in, get married, that type of shit. Instead of letting the shit run its course. So in other words, okay, you got a girlfriend, but you grinding, they just gonna miss you. If they real, they gonna understand. Like, I don't want to stop him or her from what they doing. Matter of fact, that benefits me. If he or she is fucking with me and she's grinding like that, shit. All right, you know what? I see how you grinding. Guess what? Now I'm gonna grind too. We gonna see each other, and when we do, it's gonna be sparks. You know what I mean? Because we don't get to see each other that much, that makes the people even think about each other more. That is, if it's real, of course. We're not talking about somebody just talking and they talking to other people. And of course, that probably won't work. That'll fizzle out. But if both people really want each other and that's all they want, when they don't see each other, it's just going to make them want to see each other more. And I know it's kind of hard, but sacrifices must be made for what? For that relationship to work. See, sacrifices always have to be made, dog, no matter what. In anything you do, you're going to have to sacrifice. I don't give a fuck what you say. In anything that's great or anything worth having or doing, there's going to be a sacrifice in it. There's no way around it. No way around it. But people are trying to find ways around, everything. And there is no way, like losing weight, diet pills and all this. They might help, but you still gonna have to eat right and exercise. Shit, diet pill probably just make you lose weight even more, if you diet and exercise. But really, you don't even need it. You just gotta diet and exercise. But if you take diet pills and eat hamburgers and shit all the time, 24/7, it ain't gonna matter. See what I'm saying? Sacrifices have to be made. You still got to sacrifice in the gym, no matter what. You ain't got no choice. And I'm sorry I sound like this, but I just woke up, y'all. Told y'all, 22-hour grind. I don't know, man. I don't know what happened or what made me want to be great. I guess a lot of failure made me want to be great. A lot of failing, a lot of people acting like I wasn't good enough, all those things. All I did was use that as fire. Oh, the black man ain't shit and all this. All that just makes me want to not even prove everybody wrong, but just, oh, the black man ain't shit, huh? Okay, we're going to find out. It just makes me want to go that much harder and be great. Not necessarily to prove people wrong, but I guess you could say to prove myself right, but I already know that's bullshit. I already know by research and trying to become great, I already know history of black people, black men. The problem is they don't know. See, and guess what happens when you don't know history of who you was, and you only know history of what they're showing you. It's a good chance that greatness inside of you might not be reached because you don't even know it exists. You think it doesn't exist at all. You think you're just a slave on a boat. Yeah, I'm talking directly towards the black issue, right now. This could be anything. This could be anybody. But I just got to get on this for a second. You think you're nothing. You think you just hopped on the boat. You think your history started there. But what if those same people that was told they was nobody at all was actually people who civilized all humanity at first? What if? Not to take credit from other people. Of course they got their hand in shit. Ain't no doubt about it. Everybody got their hand in shit. But my point is, when it comes to people, black males, for some reason, somehow, the history of the shit they done is gone. Or stolen. Or hidden. Whatever you want to say. That's my point. My point is not to say, oh, nobody but black men did great things. No. But it seems like everybody but black men did great things. That's bullshit. That psychologically has an effect on people, especially little black boys. Or girls. It could be girls too. Well, I ain't do nothing. I just hopped on a slave boat. Man, fuck it. Where's the drug pack at? It's a problem. But what if I say, oh shit, we used to do this and this? Man, we need to get back to this. We used to be that great and we fell to this? Oh, no, it's time to get back to this. That's what they don't want y'all to know. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to be funny. And you would get, and more people, other races will respect you, us way more. They know that. They don't want the other races to respect us because they fear where you used to be in the position of the world. Think about it. If people knew, oh, that was really black people who did that, man, I look at them different now. I don't look at them just as a street thug on the corner. They really did this and this. They deserve credit for that. The fucking traffic light. That's just one thing. I could go on and on, but instead it seems like they didn't create nothing. So it makes all the other people look down on you. You're nobody. You're just an N-word, man. You're nobody. See, the respect is gone, and they knew that by design. They want us to be separated. When I say us, I mean all races of people. So don't take this as some type of, racist quote. I'm just being real. Like black men need to know who the fuck they are, man. They need to know who they are. That's where that greatness is going to come. Even if they don't reach greatness as much as they possibly could, because they already stumbled. You know what I'm saying? They might have fucked up, but it'll still change their mindset. And it's not just with, that's any person, any woman or man. Everybody has greatness inside of them, but you need that spark somewhere to believe that you can be anybody you want. You need that spark somewhere. Sometimes people don't have that spark because they've been beaten down by the world and people. You know what I mean? And they just give up. They just give up. And then you have some people. Again, I go back to men. They'll start to achieve greatness. They'll taste that pie of greatness, and then that's it for them. They'll fall back. That's enough. I'm good. I'm done. And you can't do that. I see it all the time, like with men when they get a girlfriend, where they start falling back. Not realizing maybe that girl actually liked you because of you trying to be great. They don't look at it that way. And that's why a lot of times doesn't make it right, but a lot of times that's why women lose interest in men. Like, damn, he was doing this and this. What happened? Even though she might ask for time, she wants to spend time with you and all that shit. But at the same time, part of why you are trying to become great and shit is the reason why she wants to spend time with you. You know what I'm saying? And if she's really trying to fuck with you and you're really trying to fuck with her, all it's going to do is make y'all miss each other even fucking more. Which is really needed. Instead of around each other 24/7, that's what people do when they first get together. 24/7 around each other. I think that's a bad move because it's just going to stall out that much quicker, in my opinion. Sometimes, no, I get it. I know some people watching, but that's not always true. It ain't always true, but it's a lot of always true. It's almost always true, but like that. Motherfuckers can't stop touching each other, and then a year later they broke up and shit. Shit like that shouldn't happen a lot of times. Or maybe 5 years later. Remember, relationship is supposed to be a lifetime thing. That's the greatness of it. Not necessarily getting married, even though that's cool too. But what is getting married if it doesn't last? It means nothing, really, if you think about it. Of course, it means something, but it doesn't. That's not the goal. You know what I mean? The goal of the greatness of being with a woman is lasting forever. Other than that, what the fuck? What's the point? There is no point. My humble opinion. But anyway, sacrifices have to be made, man, in order to become great. And again, I go back to the Tom Brady shit. You really think Tom Brady is playing football right now just for money? If that's the case, he already got that. His girlfriend already got money. You see what I'm saying? That's why he's so good. Think about it. And then you have people who play football for money, and guess what? They won't be great. They might be great before they got the money, because they didn't have the money yet. You know what I mean? The money could have been the motivation, but once they got the money, right? Like, it's the same thing. Semi-driver, he might be motivated at first before he start getting money, but once he gets money, he starts becoming messy. So he won't reach greatness, even though he was playing with greatness. He was there. He achieved some shit, but then he stopped treating everything like the first project. Goes back to what Biggie and Jay-Z and them say. Again, Tupac. Why is Tupac so great? The motherfucker lived in the studio. Contrary to y'all belief. And y'all know me, I ain't swallowing none of that shit. That's why I never get sick. But anyway, Tupac's great because he stayed in the studio. Lil Wayne, great because he stays in the studio. Sacrifices have to be made. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. In order to have great things or do great things, sacrifices have to be made. You want to go to that fucking Cancun trip? Yes, some people get a government check and do it and then do shit. I get it. But you want to go on that Cancun trip and not be broke when you come back and all that, and buy whatever you want and things like that? Sacrifice have to be made. You gotta go to work. You gotta do something, right? If you have kids, if I had kids, man, I'd give them anything they want. If they're willing to sacrifice to do it. You want these shoes? I need you to cut that grass then I need you to do the dishes for like 2 weeks or whatever. You get what I'm saying? They gotta do something. And then they can get it. But if you don't want to do it, I guess you're not getting it then, are you? That's just the way it's got to be. Not too long ago, I was in a fucked up situation where, not really fucked up situation, but who wants to pay 2 weeks for a fucking rental and then you gotta pay like a whole bunch of money to get your car fixed and shit? What if I didn't take greatness serious? I probably would have been in a fucked up situation, you know? Because believe it or not, some people make good money driving trucks, but they really broke on the low because they play around. They want to talk to women 24/7 and all this, which is, I'm not knocking you talking to women, but you can't sacrifice, you know, your career or your greatness, calling off and shit like that just to talk to women. There has to be a balance, and that a sacrifice again, and that sacrifice is balance. You know, I can't talk to women 24/7. I got to go to work tomorrow. Instead, motherfuckers missing work and all this other shit just to talk to women and shit. And you're gonna lose the women anyway, because they might see your nice car or something, and that might be something they like about you. Like, this guy seems like he got something going on, unlike most. And then they find out you calling off work and shit, and it's not gonna work good for you. That's all I can say. But this shit has to be in motherfuckers. Wanting to be great has to be in you. I could talk your head off all day. People could talk their head off all day to me about becoming great, but it has to be in you. Just like Walter Payton's son and versus Walter Payton. Sometimes when you have shit handed to you, it's hard for you to pull that greatness out of you. A lot of people, Michael Jordan's son, all these people, they might be great as far as outside of sports, but they tried sports and it didn't work for them. They probably just didn't have that fire because they wasn't in the same situations. Or, you know, they just had that comfortable pillow of, I'm already good in life. My dad's Michael Jordan. My dad is Walter Payton. You know what I mean? That's why you rarely see some of these sports athletes' sons make it. Some do. But it ain't about the money why they making it, because they already set. It's that hunger to want to be great. You know what I'm saying? But it's rare because of they already in that position of, you know, like greatness. Even though they might not be great as, you know, people yet, but they already got a nice home, or they already got shit set. 16 already got a Lamborghini and shit. That's gonna be hard, man. Just like a woman could be fine as hell, it's gonna be hard for her to be humble. Even as a man, it could be said the same thing. Difference is men are not really judged by their looks like that. They are, but they're not like a woman, of course, right? So when a woman looks very, very good, it's gonna be hard for her to just, let me just pick one guy. It's gonna be hard. She's gonna have to sacrifice and humble herself down. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. Let me put it to you like this. It's gonna be hard for her to do it at a younger age versus post, after, you know, she then had her fun and all that. Sacrifices have to be made. A lot of women will not become wives. Why? Because they won't sacrifice all the fun and all the men at their younger age. They won't sacrifice it. But being a wife is part of being great, if you ask me, as far as a woman and a man, because I feel like if you bite the apple and it fucks your life up to the point that you might not be able to recover, because you might have had like 5 kids or something. No offense, just saying. Let's be real about it. Most men don't even want to take care of their own kids, but you have like 5 kids because you bit the apple. Now you still might become a great woman, but you might not be able to get that family, you know what I mean? That husband, more than likely. Or, you know, it could just, you got to take care of them kids now. You could have been, let's just say somebody could have been a nurse, but now she really can't because she got to take care of her kids, man. And now she got to struggle through life and just certain things. And that's no shot for saying, I feel like kids are meant to be, like they was born for reasons. But at the same time, a kid cannot be born unless 2 people have sex, right? It's not like motherfucker just pop out of you and shit, right? So you had to play some part in that. You know what I'm saying? Or a woman could be on her way. She's on her way to college and all that shit. I've seen this happen too. On her way to college and all that. Mess with the wrong guy. And then her greatness that she was on her road to becoming gets stumbled, the stumbling block. That guy was the stumbling block. Or it could be guys. She bit the fucking apple like the rest, instead of, she seen all the other women. Oh, I had fun, hear them talking. She just studying in her books and shit. She hears these other girls talking about how much fun they had the other night with these guys and that guys. She starts thinking, maybe I want some of that. Let me try that. Not realizing they're on their way down, she's on her way up. Same thing with a guy. He hitting the books, in college or something, trying to pass the fucking exam or whatever. And the other guys, man, let's get some girls, man. You don't want to never have fun. Them guys gonna stumble. That guy's gonna make it, right? As long as he don't bite the apple like them, right? Telling y'all, man, sacrifices have to be made. That guy studying that exam, he had to sacrifice going to party with the girls. But he might be the future NFL quarterback. And these other guys, they just gonna drop out of college or some shit. They're not gonna pass their tests and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? The women get pregnant in college or something. The other girl, she could become great in the end. Sacrifices have to be made, dog. We can break this shit down to any little thing in life. Don't matter. Any little thing. You want to lose weight? Well, you gotta cook. No way around it. Don't mean you can't eat a fucking cake. Don't mean you can't go out to eat. Don't mean you're never gonna eat no fucking ice cream. But you're gonna have to sacrifice doing it all the time. You know what I'm saying? Don't mean you can't have fun, right? Don't mean you can't go out with your girlfriends and party and all that, but the sacrifice is not doing it all the time. Because I got to become a nurse, or I got to become this, or I got to become a great mom. Remember, it's not just about success as far as career. It's about everything. I want to become a great mom. I want my kids to become great. And without a good parent, it's rare that a kid becomes great. Unless that kid really is a firm believer in God and fears God, not going to happen. Not without the mentoring of their parent or somebody. Somebody has to be a mentor to them, and that kid has to listen at that. That's where that fear of God come in. Because without the fear of God, a lot of kids, they can have great parents and great people in their lives, but they don't really fear God, so they're going to listen more to their surroundings and shit. AKA, instead of studying this exam, fuck it, let me kick it with these girls tonight. With y'all, man. I'm gonna kick it with y'all and go get these girls tonight. Fuck that exam. I'll pass anyway. I don't need to study. That type of shit. You know what I mean? That type of shit, y'all. But yeah, man, it's not about the money with anything. It's not about the money when it comes to success. It's about wanting to be successful, not just for you, for your family, for whoever. It's not about the relationship when it comes to women. It's about lasting forever. You could call it relationship, but a lot of people, when they say relationship or marriage, it's like once they get married or get in a relationship, that I accomplished my goal, I'm good. Nah, it's not really about the fucking relationship or the marriage. It's about that woman and you, or that man and you, making it work. That's what it's really about. And that's hard because sacrifices are going to have to be made in that too. All the time. I don't give a fuck what it is. Like this mailman right here. He got sacrificed. Put on a hoodie and all type of shit. When it comes to my job, like I gotta wear these fucking thermal long johns, because sometimes when I get done my job, I want to go straight to the gym. I don't want to go home or change pants or something. And it kind of look funny. Shit, women might laugh at me. I don't know. I don't care. It is what it is. But some other men, they deliver in Jordans and everything. Like, come on, man. Sacrifices have to be made. They don't want to sacrifice looking a certain way because they're scared of what women might think or something. But really, honestly, I don't think women give a fuck about that. I think they see a working man, they like, shit, that man's working. They understand. Same thing with a woman. Like, you know, sometimes she can't, some women might call off work because she can't have enough time to do her hair to go to work or something. Because she worried about what men might think if they see her or something. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna keep talking y'all head off about this shit. All I know is sacrifices have to be made. That's number one in anything. Can't say it enough. Anything. I can't think of one thing that is worth having, right? Or worth becoming or doing that there's no sacrificing. I can't think of one thing. You want to become a great parent? You're going to have to sacrifice kicking it with your friends so much, right? You want to become a great husband or a wife? You're going to have to sacrifice all the other little, what y'all call hoes, you know what I mean? Attention and all that shit. That shit had to be sacrificed. You know what I mean? So it's like this. You want to be a bachelor or you want a wife? Right? Well, you're going to have to sacrifice to have that wife, because if you don't, you're going to end up losing that wife. You're going to cheat on her or some dumb shit like that. Or you might not even pick a wife. Because a lot of times, the reason why, if y'all want to know the real truth, why a lot of men don't want to commit to a woman, sometimes it's not the woman. It's not that the woman's not good enough. It's that he's not sacrificing talking to or dealing with a bunch of different women. So therefore, it's hard for him to reciprocate with one woman. You ever heard when they say when women sleep around with a lot of men, it's hard for her to pair bond? I think it's called pair bond with one man. That's why. That's why a lot of bad bitches, you know what I mean? They're not good wife material, because it's hard for them to pair bond with one man, because they didn't dealt with so many men. So that's why they got a man for this. I got a man for this. Weed, a man for gas, a man for attention, and all this bullshit. Same thing with the men. I need to sleep with her. I need to sleep with her. I need to sleep with her. And then you think that one woman, you think I'm special. He's going to change for me. Nah, he has to already change for himself, or it's not going to happen. Ain't going to happen, people. Anyways, man, I'm about to get up off here, man. Go to this gym. Don't really feel like doing it, but once I'm there and shit, I know I'll be good. Because I'll feel worse if I don't do it. Just like yesterday, I didn't really want to do that shit, but I knew, like, it's right there. Just do it. Like, fuck it, I'll do it. And then I got lucky. You know, had somebody with me, had a helper on the second one. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad I did it. Versus waking up tomorrow like, I should have done that shit. Fuck, why did I do it? Another sacrifice I gotta make. Shit, I gotta work 11 straight days, man. That's because of fucking holidays, man. So I'm about to really go in the trenches, dog. And if it was for the money, I'd have been and tapped out. Like most men. Most of the people who work on my job, they get my eyes good enough, man. I ain't working no more. You know what I mean? I just need enough for my bills. But what happens if something happens? You know what I mean? If you're just making enough just for your bills, what happens if something happens? It's not going to be a good thing for you. Maybe they just go to work for the money. And maybe that's why they call off or they're tired. And shit. I do this shit for exercise, you know, just something to do, shit like that. AKA Tom Brady. My wife is paid more than me. I done already achieved every fucking thing. Why the fuck am I still here? Because he's chasing greatness, I guess. He's doing it for the love, and he's chasing greatness. At this point, he's just chasing his greatness, because there's really nothing, nobody's topping what he's done. So he didn't broke every record, so now he's just chasing his own fucking greatness. You can't put that in, you can't teach that. That has to be in you. You know what I'm saying? If you want to get fit, you know what I mean? You want to look, you want to become anything, weight, anything. You got to sacrifice, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to keep saying this shit because it sounds like a broken record. But I'm going to get up off here, man. I just want to, hopefully I spark somebody to become great or try to find that greatness within them, because it's in everybody. All it is God, if you really want to know the truth. You could call it universe, you could call it God, call it whatever you want. To me, at the end of the day, it's the energy of the most high power, right? And that's in everybody. So hopefully this video will help people. Maybe they don't think they're a great person. That's a lie. You are. You just ain't. You just got to find that in you. You might have to stop playing around with certain things you're doing that's making you not become great, or making you feel like you're not great. You know what I mean? You could be a woman that you think you're worth nothing because you constantly dealing with men who aren't good for you. You know what I'm saying? You might have to step back from men, upgrade yourself, and then you'll attract a better man or whatever. Or maybe you don't even, maybe you're already upgraded, but you just dealing with the wrong guys and it could make you feel a certain way. Maybe you just need to leave guys alone in general and just fall in love with yourself, which will ultimately make you choose better men because you'll know, like, nah, that's not good for me. You know, think about it. How many times you seen women stay with guys black in her eye and shit? Why she do this? Some might say feelings, attachment, they'll roller coaster the feelings, all that. I get all that. But that's what it is her not believing that she can do better. She don't deserve better. If she did, she'd have been out right there. Because women have options like a motherfucker. They might not be real options, but she still, in her psychological mind, could think, man, I got options. Men have me every day. So why she stay with a guy black in her eye and cheating? Because she doesn't think she could do better. That's why. Same thing with the men. Same thing with the men. That's why I tell women, when a man really get with a woman he think he can't do no better than, that's when that motherfucker act right. If he's not acting right, then you know what time it is. Especially if y'all already slept together and all that shit. You know what time it is. He think he can do better than you. That's why he's not acting right. Or he just wants multiple women. It's one or the other. Ain't no such thing as a man claiming he loves you so much, but he's not acting right. Unless, like I said, you're really not, he think he can do better, or he just wants multiple people. You know, some men actually do claim they love their girlfriend at home or wife, whatever, but they want multiple women. So I don't know. Same thing with women sometimes. You know, I love you, but they just guys I fuck. It's shit crazy, man. To me, if you love somebody, you got to sacrifice. Funny how that sacrifice just pop back in. If you think about it, I already said that earlier. Like, you want a wife, you want to be a husband, wife and shit, you're going to have to sacrifice. For instance, like, I'm no dummy. If I was a husband or something, I'm sure I would look at a woman and be like, man, damn, she fine as fuck. But I understand my wife at home. Why would I deal with that? Just because I think the woman fine don't mean I got to put my fucking pride in her. I got a wife at home for that. Why the fuck I got to go out? And it don't make no sense. Plus, all I got to do is, when it comes to that cheating shit, if you somebody, you know, you got somebody you thinking about cheating or something, just put yourself, and you care about the person you with and all that, just put yourself in them shoes. Or put yourself in the shoes of them. So in other words, if a lot of men actually sat back and thought, like, I wouldn't want my girl fucking with another guy, let me not do this. Because if you do, you already know what's going to happen. If you, like, you got a wife or something, you cheat, you already know what's going to happen, right? Karma coming, dog. The moment you do it, it's over. You already writ your shit, dog. You already written it. No way around it, dog. You can try to take it back, hide it, you know what I mean? Put dirt over it, cover it up. Nah, bro. It's over for you. It's over for you. So think about it. If somebody really loves somebody, would they risk that? Because by default, we all know when you cheat and shit, it's going to come out. So if I really loved you, I wouldn't do that, because I already know that at some point, either it's going to come out, or if it doesn't come out, it's going to come back. It's one or the other, or both. I've never seen in my life where somebody cheated and it did not come back or come out. So by default, think about it. If they really loved you, why would they even risk it? Am I saying that you are not human and you're not going to, like, damn, man, I'll smash that, even though you got a wife, but you're going to pull back, or you're not going to react on that? Am I saying that if I marry a woman, she never will look at, I already know she's going to think another guy's attractive, but will she be loyal to me? That's all I'm worried about. I ain't worried about who the fuck her eyes look. I don't care about that. Does she desire me, and is she loyal to me? That's all I could do. I can't make it to where she's never attracted to somebody else. That's impossible. When I say attraction, I'm talking about the low attraction, like look-wise, not like connection and together and love and all that bullshit, because there's levels to attraction, so don't get my words twisted. Man, So, man, sorry for talking y'all head off and shit. But I think I'm done with this shit. And I hope y'all have a good day. And a lot of times why I start these videos or carry these videos on, because the moment I log off this motherfucker, I'm like, damn, I've been touched on that. Because all my shit is off the head. I probably should write certain shit, you know what I mean, to break it down better, but I don't think it'd be authentic if I did it that way. A lot of people do it that way. I just don't think that's a good idea. I'd rather just make different videos about shit, you know, touch on topics 80 billion thousand ways, because one person's perception might not hit them what I said, and then I could say kind of the same shit in a different way, and then the other person get it like, I see what he's saying, but only because I said it in a different way. Different people perception and how they comprehend is different, and nobody's the same. Just like I could tell men, don't sleep around, man. You got a wife, man, don't sleep around. Some people might get it, like, man, you don't want to fuck up a good girl. You know, some men might get it. And then I might have to tell some hard-headed men, imagine if she was sleeping with another guy. How would you feel? Then it might hit him like, oh, shit, you know what? I'm going to think about that next time I think about desiring to fuck with somebody or some shit. You right. I don't think I'm going to do that. So before I go, am I saying that you won't look at another woman or something because you married and this magical marriage pill just makes motherfuckers never have temptation? No, that's stupid. The point is they sacrifice. They have to fight temptation. Married people have to fight temptation. Period. It don't stop. That's why it's important to get the right person. Am I saying you're never going to be tired? You know what I mean? When it comes to going to work or your business or whatever you're doing, am I saying you're gonna wake up every day whistling and fucking skipping and shit to the shower or whatever? It's not true, man. You're gonna be tired. A lot of days you're gonna be tired and not feel like wanting to do it. That's that greatness in you, right? Am I saying when it comes to the knowledge wise of being greatness or reaching greatness, and as far as the knowledge in the brain, are you going to get bad information sometimes, or are you going to make mistakes? Are you going to know everything? No, that's stupid. Of course you're going to make mistakes. Of course you're not going to know everything. Of course you're going to have to always keep researching and learning and all that shit. There's no such thing as something perfectly laid out. That's where that greatness comes in, because you got to keep grinding that shit. You got to keep grinding of learning and all that shit. You got to keep grinding when it comes to working, even when you don't want to do it. You got to keep grinding even with the relationship, marriage shit, when things ain't always easy. Now, I'm not saying you should stay with a motherfucker beat on you or cheat on you or something, but in marriage, it ain't going to be easy. I feel like if both people out the gate know this, I think it'll be easier, because like when certain things happen, they'll be able to handle it, versus somebody who, you got people out here who really believe in the fairy tale that everything's perfect. Everything's supposed to be perfect. Nothing's going to happen. And at the moment one thing happened, they'll break up with that person and leave them alone or something. Because they really believe that a marriage is some perfect ass shit. That's some foolish ass shit, man. But if you understand, I already know things are going to happen. Long as it ain't big shit that I can't get over, I'm cool with that. I already know we might bicker or argue or whatever sometimes, but you'll be able to handle that shit so much better. And it's not going to make you despise the person, like, or think that person's not good enough for you. Because a lot of times that's what happens. Since you think there's some perfect person in the world, you might be with the perfect person, but you start thinking they not, because you believe in a perfect person that doesn't exist, if that makes sense. Men do this shit. Got the perfect woman, but in his little ass mind, he thinks that if he fucks another woman, that her pussy's magically just so much different, or he some different experience or some shit. Even though it might be a different experience, is it really a better experience? Is it really worth it? You know what I mean? Shit like this, man. But I'm out here, man. Y'all have a good one.